come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Gives it on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Oh, a lot of space. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. He's now up to 66 yards rushing in this 1st half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. He'll throw it on target. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Iowa State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there at Ames. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week.
Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Gets it to him on the screen.
Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got the 1st himself. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Fires to the tight end. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a fourth down and decision time.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on fourth. He's got it. First down and more. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
A real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. There he goes! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Makes the catch. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wants to throw. It's Warner. Looking deep down the right side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
And the Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Ball's up to 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The give is to Williams. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
When you talk about creating big plays in a running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They go to the ground. Touchdown, Kansas! And that one will give them the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'll immediately call timeout. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Pulls and fires complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Dropping back, it's Warner. Right on the money. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Fresno State will have to punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll run play action. Throwing on the run. Working that deep right side. An excellent concentration on the catch.
And that is such an accurate.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Pickett. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Jayhawks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll go to the fullback. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback, being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the FresNO State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. It's a seam wide open, and he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.